One of the ways we can experience the wonder of God with us today is by participating in the same gift of being given that Jesus did. We too can free others from the janky treadmill of striving by offering them the same grace and truth we have received, our presence not withheld in the midst of their real. It is in this act of embodiment that begins to cement in us the freely given unmerited favor and love of an invisible God. May grace and truth be not only realities you understand, but realities you give to others.
That same night, in amongst the other stars, suddenly a bright new star appeared. Of all the stars in the dark vaulted heavens, this one shone clearer. It blazed in the night and made the other stars look pale beside it. God put it there when his baby son was born, to be like a spotlight, shining on him, lighting up the darkness, showing people the way to him. You see, God was like a new daddy. He couldn't keep the good news to himself. He'd been waiting all these long years for this moment, and now he wanted to tell everyone. So he pulled out all the stops. He'd sent an angel to tell Mary the good news. He put a special star in the sky to show where his boy was. And now he was going to send a big choir of angels to sing his happy song to the world. He's here. He's come. Go and see him, my little boy. Now, where would you send your splendid choir? To a big concert hall, maybe? Or a palace, perhaps? God sent his to a little hillside, outside a little town, in the middle of the night. He sent all those angels to sing for a raggedy old bunch of shepherds, watching their sheep outside Bethlehem.
Are those the angels?
Those are the shepherds, right? In those days, remember, people used to laugh at the shepherds and say they were smelly and call them other rude names,
That's mean.
which I can't possibly mention here. You see, people thought shepherds were nobodies, just scruffy old riffraff. But God must have thought shepherds were very important indeed, because they're the ones he chose to tell the good news to first. That night, some shepherds were out in the open fields, warming themselves by a campfire, when suddenly the sheep darted. They were frightened by something. The olive trees rustled. What was that? A wing beat?
There's God.
No, it's an angel.
But why am I so favored that the mother of my Lord should come to me? Luke 1:43. It's assumed that Mary rode on a donkey, but the Bible doesn't say she did. It's assumed there was an innkeeper, but it doesn't mention one anywhere. It's assumed there were 3 magi, but it doesn't give a number of those who showed up. It's assumed there was a star overhead when Jesus was born, but it doesn't say that either. It's assumed that Jesus was born in a stable, but all it says is that he was laid in a manger, and that could have been at any number of places. Christmas comes with many assumptions, some helpful, some not so much. Spirituality also comes with many assumptions, and the ones that fail us are the ones we make about what it's supposed to look like, who is worthy for it to happen to, and what kind of outcome it's supposed to have for us. Assumptions like, you should be more than you are now to be pleasing to God. Your weaknesses are in the way of God's plan for your life. Your lack of religious fervor is a disqualifier for divine participation. You're probably not doing it right. Other spiritual people have something you don't have. Our assumptions hinder our spiritual journey in all kinds of ways, and the antidote to Assumption is surprise. The surprise of Christ's incarnation is that it happened in Mary's day as it is happening every day in your lack of resources, your overcrowded lodging, your unlit night sky, your humble surroundings. It's a surprise that life can come through barren places. It's a surprise that meek nobodies participate in divine plan. It's a surprise that messengers are sent all along the hidden journey of life to let you know you are not alone. It's a surprise that you will be given everything you need to accomplish what you've been asked to do. It's a surprise that nothing can separate you from the love of God. Nothing can separate you from love. Your assumptions believe there must be something that can, but surprise, nothing can. May you thank God with joyful surprise at how much you have assumed incorrectly.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright around young Virgin Mother and Child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace.
Ready?
Yeah. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright around Mother and Child, holy infant so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly, sleep peace. Sleep in heavenly Mama, keep the video on for one funny moment, okay? Is the video seeing it?
No.